holding it at the moment. Will we get another injection of pace here from Realini? She was the one that split the lead group. Now you would say tactically now, Joe, for Realini, who wants and who potentially could take a second stage victory of this race. She's riding high, riding up the GC, climbing places up the GC with every K of this final climb. But she's doing the right thing again, just sat there, just letting Demi Vollering set the pace.
Yeah, well, 100% she'll be after the stage win. She doesn't need to do any of the work here. She can follow Vollering. Vollering's the one that needs the gap over Van Vleuten. Realini can think about saving herself for the stage win and for the finish here. We do have another descent before the finish. And you can see the pain here on the face of Van Vleuten. She is giving it absolutely everything. She knows she's got just over 2K of this Vuelta left, and she's trying to give it absolutely everything here to try and keep this red jersey.
So look it back up to the front. There's your virtual GC. So Demi Vollering now is within 37 seconds of the lead again in this race. Gaia Realini would finish the day if we finished at this spot in third overall at 2:53. Realini here just talking into the radio, perhaps just looking for some insight, some advice from the team car behind her. What do I do? Do I work? Do I try and go again? Do I just stay with Vollering for as long as possible?
Yeah, I think she's in a position here where she can just sit on for now. She can let Vollering do the work, and she can really think about how she's going to go for the stage victory. So Vollering will be less concerned about the stage victory. She wants the overall. Obviously, she'd like to win the stage as well, but Realini hasn't got the pressure on her for the overall.
Van Vleuten, now you can see glasses on the back of her head, and that both riders, you can see the effort etched on the face now of Demi Vollering, and similar behind to Annemiek Van Vleuten. We're seeing two big champions now that are going head to head for this Vuelta Femenina. You can see here the gradients just written on the handlebar stem of Demi Vollering now of Team SD Works. Behind her, the young Trek Segafredo rider. Can she take her second stage win of this race? 41 seconds now is the time gap. And perhaps psychologically, Joe, now as we're up into the clouds here for Van Vleuten, when she could just see the cars behind Demi Vollering and Gaia Realini, or just see them just in front of you, you kind of psychologically, mentally, you've got that carrot to chase in front of you. You've got that point that you're striking towards.
Yeah, you have. Psychologically, it's a lot harder now for Van Vleuten, not able to see these two riders. They've just gone past the 2K banner, so now we will have another sort of little descent coming up in a bit, so just a bit of respite from the really tough gradients that we've seen. 44 seconds now for Van Vleuten. Was that a little flick of the elbow there from Demi Vollering, just going to see if Gaia Realini is going to come down around and do a turn, but it doesn't look like she is.
For Vollering now, she's just got to drive everything home now. 1.3 kilometers to go now up towards the summit. 45 seconds, as we said, it's 1:11 in terms of the general classification. Bonus seconds as well on the line as Vollering accelerates. She needs to try and find every second, every fraction that she can here at the end of this summit finish. We have this little dip down again. We go round the side of the lake, which we can't see really now in the clouds, but you go this another little dip, and then it starts to kick up again towards the line.
Yeah, you can see how fast they're moving here on this descent, and yeah, we promise there is a lake over there to the side, but we can't see it, unfortunately. You can just see how well here Demi Vollering is descending, just gapping Realini there.
To Realini digging in to try and stay with Demi Vollering, who's just accelerating. This is the little descent before we climb up again. 500 meters to go now for those two leaders. As they kick up, the motorbike pulls out here. Vollering now sprinting, pushing it, wants every second that she can get here, wants another stage victory in this one. Gaia Realini trying to come back to her. Vollering, will she do enough to add the red jersey as she swings round with 200 meters to go now, up towards the line. Sprinting is the World Tour leader, looking for a second stage win of this race. Gaia Realini, what an outstanding race that she has had. She is climbing well up within the general classification, but it is going to be a second stage win of La Vuelta Femenina for Demi Vollering. And look at this, you can see just trying to find every second. She takes the stage, the clock will start. Gaia Realini, another outstanding performance from the 21-year-old Italian, who takes second place and with it climbs up the general classification. Watch the clock, a minute and 11 is the gap that you are looking for. Remember those bonus seconds. Here comes Van Vleuten through 20 seconds, the road kicking up, 200 meters to go now. It looks like Annemiek Van Vleuten though is going to save this Vuelta with a sprint to the line, is throwing everything that she can now in this final sprint. Will emerge from the clouds up towards the summit. 40 seconds, 42 seconds is the time. Don't forget the bonus seconds as well. It just clicks up a little bit again, kicks up towards the line. 50 seconds, 52 seconds for Van Vleuten as she now crosses the line. 56 seconds over between her and Demi Vollering, who did everything that she could, you would say, on that climb. But on this occasion, it's close, but not close enough.
Wow, what a finish to this Vuelta we've just had, Marty. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Van Vleuten fighting all the way to the line there, keeping it just under a minute gap to Demi Vollering. Wow.
And here have it, Ricardo Baum finding Evita Music now. Another two of our young riders that are some of the biggest stars in world cycling at the moment. And another breakthrough race, you would say, in terms of general classification riding from both the German and the French riders. Bauernfeind will climb the general classification with this ride. Great to see everyone out on the climb as well, as Evita comes through. Evita Music is going to come home here in fourth, Bauernfeind in fifth. Just 2 minutes down for them. But Movistar take their home tour here with Annemiek Van Vleuten.
That was such a spectacular end to that race, Marty. Wow.
I think Annemiek Van Vleuten as well. I mean, the faces of both Vollering and Van Vleuten there, they went, I think they dug deeper than I think we've seen either of them have to dig in a while. Great finish. Here's Erika Magnaudi now coming up towards the summit. Another great tour the Italian has had here, and started the day in 9th overall for UAE ADQ, who are also leading in the team classification.